storied venues in college football. Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Nittany Lions headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
They got us in the rain. Oh my gosh, they got us in the rain.
Looking for space. It's Walton. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team
might have a chance. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The run inside. It's Walton. There he goes. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Good pursuit. He's got to make that tackle. I think that's holding though.
Headed to the end zone. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. The holding penalty pushes them back. It's 1st and 20. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got a man. It's Flanagan. And they're able to make the tackle. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for it.
I'm about to say they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
They booted away on fourth down. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll keep it on the ground. There's some room. The 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Delivers the stiff arm. Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical.
I just need a little bit more time.
And they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Here comes the heat. And he never had a chance.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On third down, here's Peoples. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Walton. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. Here's Carr to throw. The short hands, it's Graham. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Running the red zone, it's Williams. Next going for the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Rams him with the stiff arm. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Gets the back moving. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. false start might prove to be really costly as now they come to the line with a 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Beck. Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Tosses it incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Shoots it to the left.
No
what a
way.
job to lay out and make the catch. You always hear put it on the tight end's body, Jesse, but with this guy, you don't have to all the time.
No, he's got long arms, Reese, and he's athletic. I mean, this guy can jump. He can go vertical. He can go horizontal. That, my friend, was a stab. That was incredible.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Williams. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Here's a little room there, and they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Irish! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is brought down, but there is a penalty flag on the play. And if I were a betting man, and sometimes I am, I'd say they're going to throw it in reverse. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be 1st down after the personal foul penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Turning it on. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end. It's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why I got...
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
And the Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running inside, it's Williams. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Got it, looking for the first down. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off play action. action on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Handoff for Peoples. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. They'll run it. It's Peoples. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeps it on the option. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Play action, C.J. Carr. Stepping to the right. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. The play action fake. Might be looking to run. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Upstairs he's got
Too much time.
ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy, he's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Throws to the tight end.
Good pick.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Oh, you
And they
gotta go score
capitalized
that.
not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw. It's Beck. Looking down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way
That
to
D-line
get
is
their
insane.
rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The run inside. It's Hansen.
Oh,
Good effort,
God.
but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 8 team, the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Gators coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Trying to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Makes the grab on the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Fires to the right. A strike downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. To the air on 1st down. Unleashes one deep.
No
And
way.
incomplete on the deep.
No way.
And how about this defense? Really answering the challenge so far
No
today. This
way.
offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Hansen across the 25. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hansen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. The snap sets up the throw. Rushes on him. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Here's a heat. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Line getting set on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside.
I knew that shit was going to be open.
Finding some room. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football. But here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Throwing, Carr. Under fire. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Snagged out of the air. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give is to Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Beck. Here's the pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running inside, it's Hansen. Maybe a crease. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. To the air on 2nd down. Fires it.
Oh, are you serious?
Through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has
This is
been
no
covering
way.
this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set. But they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. The run inside. It's Hansen. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Pocket breaking down.
Oh, thank
Final
God.
play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the air, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout.
Why are y'all dropping so many passes, bro?
Out of his hands. Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He's looking to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football.
Man, fourth quarter, game on the line, receivers dropping passes.
Because you're in
Tough,
passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Can't drop passes, man.
Absolutely center cut. The lead now trimmed to 28-24.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within one possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
Here come the Irish back on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle.
Good defense.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
They kick it away on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Beck. Working that left side now. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. He'll throw on third down. Makes him talk to the hand.
No way you came backwards, bro. Why would you do
That's
that?
going to bring up a fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They needed less than a yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt. Really not much of a decision there.
And I really don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches.
Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Scanning the field, it's Beck. Steps away. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They're dealing with a second and long. Here's a give to Peoples. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Third and long, they're throwing the out route, trying to get it on the boundary, but a great job by the defense, anticipating it and then knocking it away.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, going to the air. The throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's stopped. Not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And that's a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. They'll move the wide receiver. Running inside, it's Walton. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Making side adjustments here. They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Penn State will spend its second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10 you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. On the ground, it's Walton. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their third and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Irish send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. They've got him pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Finds the tight end. Hard-hitting tackle. The hurry up now. 2nd down, clock ticking.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play-calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a...
He's going for a big play downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Back to pass on 2nd down. This time it's complete. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
The run inside.
What the heck? What's up with that slow handoff, bro?
Face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Connection to the right. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. Back to pass, it's Beck. A shot toward the end zone, and swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And this D's had some good moments today. And they've had a lead, and they've let that lead shrink a little bit now in a big-time moment. Can they step up? Can they make the plays to get the ball back to their offense? They've had a pretty good day, but now it's closing time.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. He'll try to do it himself. At the 20, he's got space. What a great job to get out of there, pick up the first down, get out of bounds, clock stopped, and now they'll reset.
Defensively, the clock late in the game, when you're winning, it's your friend. You got to find a way to keep that thing ticking. When you rush the passer, keep that quarterback in the pocket. Make him beat you from in there. You're dropping back in coverage. You got more DBs on the field. You're just trying to let him throw the football, get him on the ground, let that clock tick.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He wants it all.
No, you gotta catch that.
Incomplete. He was trying to find
You
his man
gotta
for
catch
6.
that.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man. It's back. Unleashes to the end zone.
Let's go.
Touchdown,
Let's go.
Nittany Lions. And
Let's
with
freaking
that,
go,
they
man.
move out front here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a drive there of 85 yards. And what a way to end it with what is likely the game winner in the final seconds. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Bring in the heat. He wants a big play here late.
Okay.
And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win